Welcome everybody. We are entering the semifinals, actually second semifinals. We already know who will be in the finals. It's going to be PSW Mystic taking on the winner of this best of three in the finals, and he'll be playing either FXOmOoNaN, the blue Terran on the right, or vileSyNc, the purple Terran on the top, or at the top. Either way, both these players are amazing. I mean, we have FXOpen and Vile Gaming, two of the best teams there are out there. FXO right now is residing in Korea, playing in the GSTL, doing some very, very nice things, acquiring FOU to become FXO Korea. These guys are really, really making a splash on the StarCraft scene. And against Vile, who has some of the best Protoss players I've ever seen, Sync has been showing to have an amazingly interesting PvT style. Him, State, Diderot, just the top of my head. Those are the guys that I can name. Such good stuff from them. Not to mention they have Spanishiwa and they have Hawk, Demorin. So many strong guys are on Vile. We're going to see Sync once again try and take this PvT to the end. At the moment, we've been seeing him going for a tentative early game into a good medium game into mid game, and then an amazing end game, late game style from Sync. He really plays for 5 minutes from now, and it shows. He lost that one game to that really, really strong early pressure that was put on him from Oasis, but he really recovered well, and managed to, what's it, Oasis? I don't know if maybe it was an Oasis, but I think it was Oasis. Yeah, I'll go with Oasis. It was on Shattered Temple, that's all I remember. And so now we're going to see that Moonan's going to block this probe from getting to the base. And actually, this supply deal is getting dangerously close to getting killed. Oh my god, is this going to actually... No, it's not. Moonan's going to... Okay, there we go. For a second, I really thought that was about to get killed. If Sync had gotten that killed, that would have been really, really funny. Alright, so now the Barracks going to get 2 Marines to do the mighty number to prevent any scouting, and then you can get your add-on for that Barracks. Now, Sunrise Core is going down for Sync. We'll watch and see if there's going to be a second geyser going down. One of the frustrations about Protoss compared to other races and fast expanding is that you are guaranteed, unless you're going Nexus first or a Forge fast expand, you're going to need to get out that cybernetics core and assimilator before you can get out an expansion. It can be kind of frustrating, but still you have Chrono Boost, so it evens out. It's just something to note about the timings of the fast expansions that can be done by Zerg or Terran. So now assimilator goes to go ahead and finish. You can see a lot of Chrono Boost is available for his Cybernetics core if he wants to go ahead and get that warp gate going down. Instead, he'll go for that as well as the gateway and try and take out that SCV, but we do have a few more seconds before this Stalker will come out into play. So now we do have these Marines down there. Did they actually get a kill? Yep, 1 kill. Looks like a probe was lost for Sync. I can just double check that now by doing this. Yeah, 1 probe has been lost. So now Sync is going to go ahead and continue just moving around. If he goes ahead and chooses to be aggressive, he can actually do that because of the fact that there's no Marauders on the field. Moonan is getting an expansion now, a no gas expansion, and he's still on no gas actually. There it is. We get another one as well. He might not go for it. He's just going for a single gas after the no gas expansion. So very nice play. We're going to see him finish the wall off with a bunker. And you'll be able to load that up with some Marines and then be expand after that. And yes, there is Sync going for his expansion. Very nice. This is almost the best thing you can do against play from... only 2 probes are in this geyser. I really hope that's on purpose, though I doubt it. Sync, I hope, realizes that and fixes that accordingly. It does look a little uneven with the mining of the probes 1/3 of the time, but it's a very easy thing to just completely miss. There is the 3 gates coming down, 2 of them after the 1 gate expand, but it looks like Moonan is going to be able to actually sort of get out of there. Where is that Stalker? Stalker's out here. Looks like he's trying to do a little bit of damage. He actually damaged the supply depot a little bit. No Marines actually died though. Oh my god, it looks like Moonan's going to want to actually try and take out that Stalker, but it's not going to be happening. Looks like 6 will be able to retreat and just in time, and he still managed to take hits though, so the Stalker will not be able to regenerate all of its health and then continue to attack, but he will be able to hit these Marines on the backside, and it looks like he's going to try and go to the base, but that's not going to work so well. He takes some more damage, and we do see that Sync did a little bit of an early transfer of those probes. It's not going to hurt him too badly, but it's actually going to take out a solid, or maybe 100, 200 minerals that he could have had. So now all these sentries, a huge count of sentries, are going to come in, and it's a very large Marine push, but this Stalker is doing a great job of being just annoying and pesky to Moonin, but it's taking a lot of damage, a lot more than you really Sync probably like, but it's doing a great job of delaying. Ooh, God, he lost the Stalker. That's not good. That's really, really not good. It takes out a lot of map presence that he has and a lot of options he has against those Marines. But now we've got this command center done in our command factory, starport being made, reactor going down. We might be seeing a very large Marine drop or Marine push from Moonin if he really wants to get out a double medevac in order to do as much damage as he possibly can. Do see an engineering bay going down, and it looks like we're going to have, yep, there's the switcheroo. And Sync is still trying to macro up as much as he possibly can. We have another 3 gates going down, so it will be a 6 gate, which is very, very nice. And Revaps is saying, my lag, and he is left. Okay, very nice. Thank you to Revaps. We definitely appreciate that. It's always good when someone recognizes the fact that they're lagging and then leave the game. It makes the gameplay so much better, so much crisper, and the players appreciate it a lot. So now Moonin is now, guys, national expansion down there. Very Marine heavy right now. You can see that there are double medevacs being produced. You might just go ahead and do a frontal push with this. But the push is going out for Sync as well. Oh my god. If they can get some good force fields right now, that would be key. Stacking them up. No, he misplaced the force field. Oh, that is so, so sad. If Sync had gotten those down, he could have taken down half that army push and had a very, very nice push. Or it was a very nice damaging of the army. And I'm sure Sync realizes what he could have done. But now he's going to move forward. He is doing a 6 gate. I've actually seen some Terrans who think that a 6 gate on this map is impossible to stop because of the large concators that they can have. Moonin's going to have to be careful in bringing down some SCVs to repair, and there it is. You can see that they're actually not an auto repair though. They should definitely be. Okay, the ones that are around there are on auto repair. At the very least, right now, Sync is preventing a lot of mining from happening. Moonin should be okay actually. He's got all those guys there. There are crazy amounts of sentries. He could theoretically just force it around everything, but with the sentries engaging the battle, it'll probably go into the defender's favor. But he's going to go ahead and threaten the attack a little bit more. There are the SCVs coming back again. Guardian Shield goes up and continue pressing, but a Rebel's going down at the same time as all of this. And it looks like we're going to see some repairing of the SCVs on themselves. Going to try and pick off a little bit, but it looks like he's going to continue dancing around, taking a hit or two. Looks like there's no concussive shells actually from the Marauders, and it seems the retreat is going to happen from Sync. Yep, no concussive shells is researched. So that's unfortunate for Moonin. That would definitely help him out. I remember, what was it? The TSL3 finals. Thorzane got a 20-minute concussive shells. It was kind of funny. So Moonin looks like he might want to actually push out. He's going to go ahead and at the very least check out the common spots for proxy pilots and find one, as he already scouted up there with that Marine. So that actually supply blocks Sync. He doesn't have any more pilots coming down. But there we go. We're going to have Observer out in the field. And we're watching as chrono-boosted Nexuses are supply blocked. Unfortunate, but true. Marines are down here, and we do see this pylon also getting taken down to further supply block our friend Sync. But supply block will end in a second, and there it is. But it goes right back up as an observer is being made and units were warped in. I'm kind of surprised Moonin hasn't dropped yet with his medevac count and his Marine composition. A drop right now could do a lot of damage, but it seems that, yeah, Sync is wary of the drop. And he's in a good position of a few Stalkers to try and push back this drop. So now we see a little bit of a push happening with these guys. Still no concussive shells, but the Marine count is still pretty solid. Good ratio of Marauders to Marines. Bunkers are still alive, no salvage there. Observer is seeing this army moving out, but looking around here, we have some Marines waiting for the third to go up. Good split of Sync for his units down here to get the best possible angle of attack. You can see Xanthan Lance and Colossi are being produced at this moment, and Moonin is not pushing out. He's waiting for these reinforcements, which is honestly going to hurt him. And Sync is just going to click around. He will be able to take down that Marine without any question, although it could stim and run away. Yeah, there it is. It's going to die. Observer is still over here, gonna not really do much, but really Moonin does not have an army that can take this army. if Sync does good force fields and good guard and shields. But there is the drop that we're hoping for, as this medevac is going to go ahead and start hitting. A little bit of damage down there in the main, forcing some units to go away. But the army for Sync's being forced to completely move to a bad spot. But yeah, Moonan is he still has his medevac down there, and yep, Moonan's going to retreat. He knows he can't take that army, and the army is looking really solid for Moonan actually. From what he has, a little bit less of a medevac count than I would like, but he has stopped producing them. Might be waiting to go for Vikings or something. He has seen this, and now we're seeing the drop once again going to come in. We have all those stalkers in there, and will he try and take down the medevac? It looks like he will not be able to. He's going to drop once again, and Sync's going to be able to attack it once again with the stalker. Might be able to take down the medevac if the stalker still targets it down, and no! Medevac is still there. We do see some Zealots going to come in. A few probes are going to fall. Stalker's going to try and take, but they're warped in far away. If they're only warped in here, they could take them out, but it looks like Moonan wants to attack the front as well, but that's not going to be happening. Medevac escaping with 7 health. Yikes. Another starport's going down. We can see the Viking production has now been switched over, but ghosts are in play. Very nice job. Alright, so now all of these Marauders are Marines and Marauders. The Marine count is still much more than the Marauders. If I can just double click on them, I can show you. Or just go to the unit tab. That's income. There we go. There's the units. 47 probes, and that is it. A lot have actually fallen to these drops from Moonan. Protoss is still behind the food count, though, but it means it's actually even army count for both players. The problem is that there's still 2 Colossi on the field. Extended Lance has completed. Another Colossus is about to actually be there, and looks like Moonan wants to push that third. No scout to actually see the push, though. So Moonan's being very active. He's got his 3rd base completely up and his 4th base on the way. So Moonan is looking solid right now in this game. As more ghosts are coming down, you can see this observer is going to go ahead and start scouting. But Moonan's about to hit max. He's got 193 max food and he's killed 183 of it. Stim Marine's going to run forward and actually go ahead and see that there's no real army in this spot. He sees, scans and sees the army. vileSyNc sees that there's a single Marine down there, and this Zell is going to have the unfortunate fate of finding half the army of Moonan, trying to snipe this Nexus, and it will not succeed. Stalkers need to work on those Vikings. Looks like they will be able to get one. Oh, no, they don't. Big EMP, though, down there from the low. So I'm going to push back all those Stalkers. Very nice EMP. Moon is going to go ahead and just pull back. He's done damage. Look at that Nexus. It's doing its good old staticiness because it's completely vulnerable without its shields. Max food has officially been reached. We have this command center being finished. Might be made to Planetary Fortress. Missile turret is there as well. It will be an orbital command economic route coming from Moonan. It's going to come in, attack, and lose a lot of... Oh my god, those battle forces going down. There we have the Stim running in, Moonan with a great concave. You're going to see a lot of Stalkers and everything moving in. You can watch as these, all these Colossi are getting taken out. Sniped with a very nice Marine Marauder control from Moonan. Another Colossi is just coming, but Moonan has got a huge lead with this army. Colossus is being taken down by those guys, the Vikings. There's Chichi called. Moonan will win game number 1.